Sir, could we have images and security bushes? Please.
Not in my thought. Oh. Right, you told me. It's kind of cute.
Like David.
Okay, that's better.
Hello.
Smart, man. He's on.
Hey, your seat's over here. Your seat's over here, so I can go back over there. So you can run the meeting. Eric, can I have your quick number real quick? 3770. Got it.
I remember. I don't.
Looking for you.
I know I called the office today.
Okay. 12:04, we're ready? you there. Hey, Juan, do I put it that it's me or Calvin? I just sign it or just I sign it? Okay, it's 12:05. I'll be substituting for Calvin, who's somewhere off, and I'm gonna thank him for this position temporarily. Like I'm gonna remember this. Everybody's mics on?
Microphone.
Mic's on. Okay. Okay, we start the meeting. We'll start off by roll call. We already have who's attended. Okay, approval of the minutes, entertain a motion.
I so move. I so move.
A motion is made. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion is made a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Minutes are approved. Okay, let's go to item number 1. That's 455 East Levy, Texas Employment Commission, District 4, Traditional Neighborhood.
Texas Employment
Your microphone.
Yeah, this is the Texas Employment Commission building, built in 1960, and later on was moved to other location in Levy Street as well. So, well, you can see here the evolution of on the Sanborn maps, but it doesn't appear because it's built after 1957. That is the last Sanborn map that we have here at the office. These were the photographs that I showed. So they returned back to us to ask again for a 6 foot fence on the front yard. So what I did was, okay, I returned back, I took all these photographs. This is the floor plan that they were introducing, and the 42 inches fence that they were introducing before. Now they are introducing this 6 feet, exactly with the same kind of materials, brick on the bottom and rough iron on top to be painted, also to the neighbors' lot line and to the alleys and on the back. And the reason that they are, let us say, arguing is that they are not a shelter, and also the Southwest Key program building here is not used as a shelter, but as a place where the kids go to lunch and entertain themselves playing sports and so on, and they return to the shelter all night. So in any case, this is the fence that you have there. That is a similar fence like they are proposing. This is the other fence that it is the Social Security Administration building. Apparently it was built in 1968. And also it has a little bit more than 6 feet. And finally, we have the Texas Employment Commission building that was built in 1967. Later on, where they moved from the original one, from where tip of Texas is located now. So this is an older fence, and it's also kind of a 6, in this case, hurricane fence, because it was allowed on those times. I'm showing the historic district, Secretary of Interior standards that they say that you have to preserve where is there, but there's no fence located there. What the ordinance says.
Go back one slide, please.
One more?
No, right there.
What also the ordinance says in another chapter of fences is that commercial buildings cannot be fenced, for example, with wood, such as residential. That's the main difference. So that's why when someone asks us to build a fence on a commercial building, we always go and address the request into a metal fence. You can see here the different standards for precisely for non-residential mixed use. When in B6 says the use of wood is expressly prohibited as a form of non-single family residential fencing or screening. Well, I'm showing what is typical here for residential uses, but mainly to show those 4 or 5 brick courses on the bottom. These are all the fences that are slightly higher than the one that I'm recommending right now. So here finally, the landscape ordinance, as you saw on the floor plan, they are leaving a huge area of green space on the front. And then the background considers the kind of 6 feet fences that you find in the educational service center region of Texas or Southwest Key. So in that sense, and because it's a non-residential property, meaning that then on the nights, anyone can trespass the property. We are recommending to approve enclosing the existing parking with a 6-high wrought iron fence, including lower brick courses on the front lot line, the northwest side, neighbor's lot line, northeast side, the alley lot line, and southeast to the rear or northeast facade of the original building. The wrought iron fence will be built on 4 courses of painted bricks and must be painted in black.
Go back to the plan for the parking lot, please.
So the former decision was to build a 42 inches, but when you compare the use with other that are in the surrounding, okay, this is
No,
the
go back
height.
one more.
And
This
then-
one is the one I care about. So everything's gonna get repaved or not?
Everything is, sorry?
Are they repaving the parking lot? Or are they just putting up a fence?
No, they want to, they asphalt already the parking with another permit that was allowed. And they are only wanting, right now, they are requesting only the fence.
So they're not gonna landscape as shown here?
Well, that's what they are showing. That's not our, let us say that.
I understand that that is not in my purview. I would just like to know the information.
I don't know. Alma is not here. so
Is
she
anybody here
cannot
to speak?
explain.
Speak for this project?
Okay.
Maybe you can take the decision saying, okay, as far as you do the green area shown here.
Yes, okay, I'll make a recommendation like that. Yes, if they're gonna get this, then they need to get the green area too.
So I think that the property is not showing up. I don't know if it is online or not. In any case, if there's no one here, you can close the.
And
public
then
hearing.
who's gonna make sure that it is 6 feet? Because you're saying the one at the other corner isn't 6 feet, it's a little over 6 feet.
Yeah, well, the COA is going to mention that it's a 6 feet height in total, because what I don't want is you
Yes.
do the brick courses and then on top of that, you
That's
put a
right.
6
Correct.
feet pipe wrought iron. That's not the case. It's 6
That's right.
feet in total, including the brick courses.
That's right.
That's
Okay.
right, yeah.
Is there any more comments? Shall we go to, public hearing? Is there anybody here for public hearing?
No,
Okay, since
nobody
there's
has shown.
no public hearing, we move on. Is there a motion to
To
end public,
close public hearing?
to close public hearing? Yeah.
Motion to close public hearing.
Motion is made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is made and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so let's, what's gonna be the decision on this?
I'll make a motion to approve the recommendation of staff to have coursework is it 4 brick courses?
Yeah.
Unpainted natural brick plus a black
Wrought iron.
metal, wrought iron, I guess we call it wrought iron?
Right on, yeah.
Black metal wrought iron fence not to exceed 6 feet in height, and also to include the landscaping as shown in the provided document.
The motion has been made. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion is made in second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item 2. This will be 924 East Levy Street, office building. District 4.
Yeah, this doesn't have any kind of historical name. It was built in 1970 by a man called Jack Harris. And later on in 1966, 76, sorry, he leased to El Arca, and later on El Arca bought it in 1979. El Arca was a store dedicated mainly to, to selling, yes, radios and so on and so forth. But they got into difficulties at the end of the 1980s. So it was taken over by the Texas Commercial Bank. And in 2002, the Belleville family bought the building, and probably in 2003, they started to modify the facade and install a new sign. And they have recently sold to Solaris on 2023. So you will see the evolution, and because it's built later on, it's shown their wooden house on the 1957 number map in the third lot from the top.
Is it the middle lot?
No, this doesn't even figure on the summer maps because it was built on 1970, and the summer maps reach only until 19.
You're showing me that block and it looks like there's building on every block.
Yeah, but the rest of the other buildings, I mean, the buildings that are developed are mainly the one that is at the bottom. That is where the restaurant is located, and the one on the back facing the alley, that's the JT Canales building that were offices that were built on 1950s. And then you have at the other corner, you have that brick building that was developed by Rialto. So this is the 2002 photograph that was taken when the sign was requested, and has nothing to do with the current facade that we have there. These were other alterations that the building suffered, corresponding office permit. This is how it looked like. So as you can see, not even it's aligned with what we have here, that it was aligned to the left and to the right. So the facade clearly is not the historical one. I'm mentioning here again, the historic districts, the kind of developments that you can develop through the historic district shown. And then this is the one that they are proposing that is simply following the brick facade to the left. This is what they are proposing. This is what they have already built to the left. And then the new facade that they are proposing here.
Oh, they've already built the 934?
The 1934 was approved by you also, and I show on that also a review that building didn't have an historic facade as well. It was lost a long time ago as well. So the staff recommendation is to approve the proposed project as is a non-historical facade altered in 2003. It's a kind of a reinterpretation of the 1950s developed by Ruth McGonigal as what it was called a border brick revival style. The border brick is initially the old style of Brownsville. So then what I'm saying is that the COE may be signed when the project simply, it's uploaded in Acela. I think that it's already uploaded with all these kind of drawings and so that's the recommendation. If it was changing something, then the item should have to return back to the HPC, but we don't feel that it will change as when he introduced also the render of 1934. That's exactly what he has built or what he's near to complete.
What does it look like right now?
Looks like, okay, the 1924 that appears there to the right, looks like right now, here, like this.
Okay, so that
So then to the right is the Romaniac building. That's an amazing mid-century modern building.
the tile will be
Naturally, we would
removed.
never recommend to change that facade. And then to the left of the 1934 building is located another building with fossilized stone that we feel that should have to be kept there.
Now, do these extend all the way to the alley rather?
Yeah, these buildings go to the alley. On the original times, they didn't. So it was filled probably on the, later on the 70s, 80s, 90s. There's no one here for the public hearing.
Is there
You can
nobody here for
close it.
public? Okay, no, since nobody's here for public, hearing, is there a motion?
Motion to approve 924 East Levy facade alteration.
Okay, motion has been made to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded twice. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. It's approved.
Then the third item is 1201 East
East
Washington Street. Is the Manitou Building that was built in 1928, designed by the Page Brothers,
Designed by whom?
by the Page Brothers,
Oh,
right?
which is now Sutherland Page,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the business was dissolved in 1967, which means that then the period, the historic period would be 28 to 67. Here we can see at the top the evolution of that lot, 1906 nothing, and then on 1930 it appears for the very first time the brick building. You can see the black and white Sanborn map with the fireproof construction, and to the right you can see the same building. Now with this kind of a brown finishing and so. So this is the current facade. The owner wants to build an interior wall simply parallel to the facade, and he's meeting what the Texas Historical Commission wants. That is, okay, you can build something on the interior as far as you leave sufficient opening spaces so you do not, you do not impact on the interior. Now the interior is totally open, so he wants to build a parallel facade for the reasons that he will explain later, parallel to the facade and on the first pillar that you see there. He's mimicking exactly what you have in the facade. That is a window, double door, window, window, double door, window, And you can see the transom windows, that is that beautiful glass block over there. So this is an interior view. What you can see from the rear.
So he wants to cut it in half, going towards Washington Street?
No, it would be, the wall would be parallel to the facade that is on the background, and that wall will be built where that first pillar is located, okay? For certain reasons of the second floor and so. So this is the other photograph from those pillars that I'm mentioning. So this is a letter of the Texas Historical Commission. They reviewed that, and they say that they didn't have any kind of authority review, mainly also because the owner is not asking for tax credits. But also, as I told you, the way they would review is, okay, how are you going to build that interior partition? Because they don't want to change interior spaces. But in this case, it's simply following what the Texas Historical Commission would say if the owner was applying for tax credits. And it's like this. You can see here to the left is where Washington Street is located, and then you can see that in the first pillar, parallel to the facade, is that interior wall. This is the floor plan. Mainly the whole space is going to be open. And this is going to be how that interior wall is going to be seen, You have a
Can
kind
you
of
go
a...
back to the previous slide? I did not follow you in the previous slide.
Okay, the wall is the second vertical line that you see there with the measures that are located there.
So where we saw the pillars, that is the lineup of the new wall. The pillars that are in the center will be the line of the new wall.
Yeah.
The last pillar.
Pardon?
The last pillar.
Okay,
You have two
this one.
pillars. So the wall would be from the left that is hitting the exterior brick pillar, okay, to the right. You may want to open the public hearing, so Mr.
Is
Richard.
there someone here to speak for it? Can you please come up? Can you come up, sir, please?
Open public hearing.
Open, let's open public hearing for this.
Motion.
Motion to open public hearing.
Make a motion to open public hearing.
Is there a second?
Yeah.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded for public hearing. All approved? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Motion carries. Would you please identify yourself, sir?
My name is Juan Richer. I am the building owner of the Manatú building. I need to clarify something. That image you're seeing, that's the first floor. And there's nothing being built on the first. The
Oh.
plan that you saw after this, that's the second level above this floor. And that partition is like 50% open, doesn't even go to the ceiling almost, most of it. And it's, in my opinion, it's optional. It's not in this floor at all.
So first floor is
It's open. The first floor is
open.
and actually right now it's tiled. It looks a lot better than that floor.
Thank you.
And that's all I want to say.
So it's open the second floor as well.
No,
Then.
it does not occur on the first floor. Nothing. The first floor is exactly like that picture is, except now it's got tile
Okay.
and different lights.
Okay, so sorry, then I thought that it was the first floor. If the second floor is already open, you have a kind of exactly the same scheme. What is important here is that he's following what the Texas Commission would tell him, that is simply, okay, reproduce the facade that you have there, leave it as it is. He's leaving a lot of open spaces on top of the windows and doors. Also on the wall, he's leaving a lot of opening, fenestrations. All those black things are simply the kind of sprinkler detectors that you need to have, and it's shown in this detail. So the recommendation is simply to approve the proposed project.
Motion to close public
I'd
hearing.
like to add
Okay,
one
is there
comment.
You have anything else?
Anything else to say, sir?
What?
Is that all you had to say?
Sorry, I didn't.
Anything else that you would like to add?
Yes, that image of that partition, I believe that image right there is, actually in the plan, it's noted as future optional open partition. And it was introduced to address some area issue or not issue comment and travel distance. And I think that's been resolved. So I believe it's optional. Okay,
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
thank you.
All right, is there a motion, any more comment? Okay, I need a motion to.
Motion to close public hearing?
Yes, motion to close public hearing.
So do, so done.
Motion's been made. Is there a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, public hearing is closed. Now I just need a motion to vote on this. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve as presented.
Motion to approve as presented has been made. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion has been made and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. It's approved. I think that's the last item on there.
Yes.
Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
A motion to adjourn has been made. Is there a second? Second. Motion, there's a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Never dies, Slack.
Okay,
Thank you.
meeting's closed, meeting's adjourned. And I hope I didn't mess it up too bad.
That's right.
Never done.
I'm okay with that.
And here's your pen, Juan.